This morning, celebrating the holiday season with treats, with pastries.
Yes, with pastries. 'Tis the season to bake pastries, and we are here at the Hyatt in the Pastry Kitchen with Chef Ramji, who's been hard at work all morning long preparing some delicious treats that we are also going to show you how to make. So you have 12 years of experience in the hotel industry, luxury hotels. How did you start baking to begin with?
So I started when I was a kid, honestly, like starting to do with Indian breads. From there, I happened to go to college, and then I find myself being very comfortable with doing all those breads, and also the pastries. And by and by, I started to take classes from my own classmates, and then they realized, like, okay, I have something to do with karma to go for pastry in the future, so I moved away.
So originally, it was your mom that taught you how to bake,
That's
right?
Yeah, that's how we started.
What was her signature dish?
Like she was making more like Indian breads, and her signature dish used to be called chapati, and then we used to make it a lot of time at home.
Yeah.
And then till today, it's my favorite dish. Every morning I eat that before I come to work.
Is that right?
That's right.
Well, you've gone on to make dessert for the Prime Minister of Japan and done really fabulous things. So let's talk about some of the projects that you've worked on. You worked in Bermuda around Christmas time, and you created this huge tree of cookies. So tell me, how do you come up? Where does your inspiration come from?
So I wanted to make something really huge. So my previous that I used to work with a German chef. She made a huge chocolate egg out for Easter. I said, okay, you know what? Get some inspiration. We got to do something like that.
Yeah.
So my boss, immediate boss, was asking me, Ramji, we need to inspire people. I said, okay, if you can bring the media in, I will make something for you. And then I created that tree in there, and then it grabbed a lot of attention of customers and good invitation. I mean, they grabbed the media's attention too. Yeah, it was very good.
And here at home, there's a huge gingerbread house out in the front lobby here at the Hyatt. You have to come down and see it. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, tell me about that creation. How did you come up with that pattern?
So, basically, like they had a nice, beautiful house which has been made in here in Hyatt already, and they were having it. And they were wondering, like, it's really huge. Is it possible to operate it? Because it doesn't even enter in most of the doors. It's that big in there. So they were asking me. I said, okay, well, I will take this project because I am happy doing a jumbo stuff always anyway. So I said, okay, you know what, go and grab it. And then I started working with it. So and as the time passes by, I go like thinking a cottage theme mostly, like traditional looking. So I went with airbrush and all the stuff to make him look like a stone built house instead of having a modern gingerbread house or something.
Right.
So it looks very traditional, basically.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. And you are an artist, sir, and we're happy to be here in the kitchen with you. Now, whether it's large scale or small scale, look at these teeny tiny Christmas trees. They're so cute. We're going to show you how to make these next at home. Tara?
Good enough to eat more with Jill from the Hyatt in just a little bit. I'm going to channel a little Andrew Schultz. Jill with a sweet assignment this morning.
Yeah, totally.
Hi. Are you there?
And yeah, we are. Yeah, we're here. We're live here at the Hyatt. There's a lot of ambient noise going on in here, and I might have set off the fire alarm. We're not even cooking. Okay, so check this out. This is a beautiful icing tree. This is the side that Chef Ramji did, and this is my side. I might need to work on my piping skills. I might have smashed that a little bit, but how do you think that looks, Chef?
Beautiful.
Really?
That's absolutely beautiful. Nobody would even know there's any difference on there.
Well, I think once you start putting candies on it, it's okay. Okay, so let's start with the basic recipe here. This is how you make great icing for piping.
Yeah, what we have is an egg white in here. There's 1 egg white and 200 grams of sugar. So all we're going to do is just mix this together. So you can leave them white or you can have some color made up. Like this one was made with green color.
Okay.
So you're having it green. So I'm going to put some red in because we're going to use it for the gingerbread house when we are working with it.
So you're kind of freestyling there, or how much icing sugar did you put per egg white?
So I would say like typically all the egg whites are different in weight. So you can just put a spoonful until you get the right consistency. So you don't need a recipe, honestly.
Okay.
So you can just add a little bit at a time and then see how thickness are you going into.
Okay, so you want it to be a thick base though, right? Because
that's right. Yeah. If you want those decorations to stand sharp like that, so you just have to have them. So just mix them. So I'm trying not to use any machines, just do everything by hand, so it's easy for anybody to do at home. Just keep mixing them and we'll just get to the stage here.
Now I'm going to do one of the little ice cream cones here.
Sure.
And for the piping bag, you can just basically use any sort of Ziploc bag that's in your cupboard.
Awesome. Sorry?
Any Ziploc bag that's in your cupboard and cut the tip off. You don't actually have to have professional.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that works too. If you use any bags which is really strong enough, sturdy, then you can just go ahead and use some. That's fine. Yes.
Okay. Now these are great for decoration, maybe to have as a centerpiece on your table or just a fun activity for the kids. But you can also serve this as a dessert. So what did you come up with for serving?
Absolutely. So once we mix, we can put this in a bag, same like that, and then we leave it aside. Give me one moment, please. Let me just show that.
Thing. He cleans as he goes. I like that. And I'm working on my second teeny tiny tree. Okay,
So
go ahead.
all we're going to do is just put some candies all around, and then
Yeah.
you just fill the berries inside. So what I would prefer is if you want to use some lemon juice, or you can put some oranges inside.
Yeah.
Or if you're going to serve it for an adult, you can go with the Grand Marnier. Grand Marnier is the best combination.
we're
which
talking.
can, yeah, it's going very well with berries normally. Just toss them in.
Okay.
And then fill it inside. So there's nothing like hard and fast rule that you have to follow.
Yeah.
If you want to put some whipped cream inside, please go ahead and put some whipped cream. It all works.
Please do put some whipped cream inside the ice cream cone.
Yeah, it's awesome. Then all you have to do is just choose any plate you want to have, and then make it like a soup in that way.
That is beautiful.
Cool.
So it's like a surprise when they open it. They get to see, oh, there's berries inside.
I love it.
Otherwise, it looks alike, just like a tree.
There we go. And I just want to show off, we're out of time here. Oh, and dust it with some icing sugar. Merry Christmas,
That's
everybody.
pretty.
I've been working on the little ice cream cone. I think I've kind of mucked up that side. Just
Lots
put
of-
more candies on it and then.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
lots of
Yeah,
icing is good.
Organized chaos. I have an
Exactly.
idea for the inside, though. Instead of the fruit, more icing.
More icing.
Yeah.
Just a different color,
Just
perhaps.
a different,
Yeah.
a different version of the same recipe.
See all the sugar and egg whites making that. Wow. We're going to check in with Jill Bellin, hanging out in a kitchen this morning, making some delicious treats, Jill.
Oh yeah, and it smells amazing here. Chef Ramji is guiding us through some treats for the holiday season. We're making truffles here this morning. Okay, so I've got a pot on the go and you've got a pot on the go. Where do we start when it comes to truffle making? This sounds kind of intimidating, but it's not that hard.
That's right. It's so easy to do. Basically, what I have done is I have melted the chocolate in the microwave.
Okay.
Right here, and then I have it in my bowl right in here.
What kind of chocolate are you
And
using?
I am using milk chocolate in here. So basically, what are we trying to do is like we're going to add the cream into the chocolate.
Okay.
It works vice versa also, but when you add the cream into the chocolate, it's much better than
Okay.
this. And then you just add some cream inside. And then the amazing thing, what you're going to see right now, the chocolate is going to completely separate.
Yes.
And then it's going to get like a paste. So as soon as you stir, even though you are adding a liquid inside, you will see it will becoming a paste.
Yeah, I would assume that by adding a liquid, you would get more liquid, but you actually
That's right,
are
yeah.
turning the chocolate into more of a solid.
Yeah, it'll turn like a very thick paste actually.
And that is called the chocolate emulsion, right?
That's right, yeah. We emulsify the cream and the chocolate.
Should I keep stirring mine?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay.
So-
Oh, see?
So it has turned into a thick liquid, like it is like that right now, right?
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some ice wine to it.
Yes, please.
So the reason I'm not measuring anything at all, because I want everyone to know that there's nothing called failure when you do this recipe or when you do in this method, because the chocolate is still nice and good for you to eat.
Yeah.
There's going to be slight difference in the texture for sure, but it doesn't bother the quality of the people's enjoyment anyway.
Yeah, it's
So-
chocolate, cream, and ice wine. I don't really think you can go wrong there.
Absolutely.
Okay, now once we've mixed this up, how do we make it into the truffles that we're seeing?
Sure.
in
So
front of us
once we
here?
finish mixing that up, so we need to make it more shiny. Like in another 2 minutes, it'll be shiny if you keep stirring them.
Okay.
So all we're trying to do is just push them into the powder.
Okay.
So whatever powder you would like to choose to use it.
And what powders have you chosen here?
So here I have matcha and icing sugar mixed up in there.
As in matcha tea.
Matcha tea, that's right.
Yeah.
Green tea and icing sugar. So we just put them in there and then leave it like that. And then I would like to have it rustic because I want everybody to try it at home. I'm not making any shape in here because making a shape like that would take special mold and creation and all the stuff.
Yeah.
This is much easier.
Okay.
All you have to do is just coat it like that and then you just leave them in the fridge for like half an hour.
That's it.
And you'll find it's amazing. It's like solid and it's nice to eat like a truffle. And you don't have to buy any expensive truffle from outside. It's like very nice. You use all natural ingredients. There is no chemical added to it or anything. It's just going to be fantastic when you just have it ready to go, yeah.
Awesome, and it doesn't have to be a perfect shape. You can leave it rustic, as you said, which is perfect. No judgment at Christmas time on your holiday parties. I'm going to keep stirring this, you guys, and continue to make some truffles here in the kitchen at the Hyatt with Chef Ramji. It smells amazing, may I
bet
say?
it does. That's a lesson learned, right? Doesn't matter what the chocolate shape is, it's still chocolate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure it tastes really good. There's lots I love about Christmas time, eggnog, presents, but what I think I love the most is gingerbread. And Jill, I am jealous.
Oh, gingerbread is so delicious, and we are going to show you how to make a gingerbread house, kind of like the one that's just over my shoulder. We actually have a nice close shot of that. It is a large-scale gingerbread house here at the Hyatt, created by Chef Ramji, and it's piece of art, really, and so beautiful. So you must come down
Thank
to
you.
the beautiful Hyatt and see the gingerbread house. We're going to show you how to make one that is the appropriate size for your kitchen. Although this is a really huge rolling pin, may I say.
Small one, yeah.
Yeah. Did you use this to make that one?
That's right, yes.
You did? Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So this is a fun trick. Now, when it comes to rolling gingerbread, it's hard to get it to be an even, to be level, right?
That's
Okay, so
right.
what's the trick that you've used here?
So basically we use it like a rail on the side. So
Okay.
when the rolling pin is rolling on top, it's just going to give you the even thickness all the way.
Nice.
So the baking is even also. You can use it for any other cookie too.
I like that. It's like a railroad track. Okay, so I'm going to roll this out for you. You've got some gingerbread in between parchment paper here.
Yeah.
Put some muscle
So,
into it.
So you can press it from the center. It works really easy.
Okay.
Let me just, if you roll it from here, that's the trick.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I know the handle is kind of funny.
It's kind of hard to use. Okay, so we're going to roll this out. And then how do you make a pattern that is going to put together nicely?
So basically, we can just print out a picture from online anywhere.
Yep.
And then we cut into use a carton box as a stencil.
Okay.
So once the carton box is ready, we can just keep it on top, and then just casually run your knife all the way through, and then just take the pattern away. I believe you would find a lot of patterns and stencils available online, which you can just download it, and then
Okay.
it's much easier to start with instead of starting with a new one.
Okay.
And try to utilize stuff like that. Like for the chimney, I took it from the same side. So if you keep them all closer, you're not having much wastage in there.
Yes.
So once that's all done, so basically what happens is that you're going to bake them.
Okay.
So once after baking, it turns out like this way here, what we are seeing right now.
Beautiful.
So what
I
we
love
can
that you have
do-
the sugar on the outside.
Yeah, it's just keep it shiny, and then it gives you a really good crunch. So after the display, if you prefer to eat it, you can still go ahead and eat it. So the sugar helps you to give you a texture on there.
Wonderful.
So we're going to use directly on the table to do the
the
house
assembly?
in there. That's right.
Okay,
yes.
and this is the same recipe that you used for the Christmas trees, right? Just egg white and icing sugar? You put that all
Absolutely,
together?
the same thing. The royal icing, what we made on the before, the red one is in there.
Okay.
That's for the decoration, and the white one is to give a snow effect, and the green one is just to give a Christmas color to it.
Okay.
So basically the assembly is going to be like, these are sides of the house.
Yeah.
What we're seeing is this is a roof, and these are the walls of the house, basically.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it. So we're just going to put them all together. And then
Where do
make
I
it-
start?
So one moment, please. So what we're going to do is you're going to pipe it right here.
Yeah.
You can just go as a line in there.
This is a fun thing to do as a team. Okay, you know what? We're going to continue to pipe the icing, and we're going to show off the gingerbread house
What happened?
later.
Okay.
There's lots of work to be done when it comes to assembling a gingerbread house. Tara?
Yeah, and I would never make the house because I would just eat the gingerbread. Now, we're going to head on over to Jill. She's been cooking with gingerbread.
That's right.
What's your favorite sweet of the holiday season?
Of the holiday season, as stuff with peanut butter and chocolate in it. Nuts and chocolate, that's what I like.
Okay, Jill, so we'll take anything, pretty much.
That surprises me. I thought that Ted was a shortbread guy, but there you have it. We're learning new things on Breakfast Television here this morning, and we are live at the beautiful Hyatt, beautiful for the holidays, and making some fabulous recipes here with Chef Ramji. So we do appreciate you taking the time to show us some great recipes, and we're making things pretty simple for people, too.
Absolutely.
To make things that are fabulous in their own home. Okay, so tell me about the recipe we're going to make next.
So what we're going to make is called bannock. It's a local bread, very Canadian style bread, and I have Christmas flavor in here with spices and some dry fruits in there.
Okay.
And then what we're seeing here is sultanas and raisins soaked in alcohol. So basically I used Grand Marnier.
Wait, what kind of alcohol?
Yeah, so we have Grand Marnier and lemon cello in there. And then we have a spice mix. That's Christmas spice mix with nutmeg, cinnamon, cardamom, clove. And then
Okay.
we have some allspice in there.
Okay.
And then we have butter right here. And then we have milk and yogurt right in here.
Okay,
So all
how
we
much butter?
That's like 100 gram butter in there.
Yeah.
For 350 gram flour.
Okay.
And then we have 200 gram of
Milk and yogurt?
and milk in here. And then that's pretty much it. So all we're going to do is like add everything inside and then run it. I have changed the recipe to make it even more easier. So I melted the butter. Normally we don't melt the butter. We put the whole butter inside and then crumble it. But melt it makes your procedure much more faster than usual.
Okay.
So just pour all inside. That's all we have to do.
Christmas spice?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
There you go.
You can try. Yeah, sure.
And
That's
we've
enough.
got our KitchenAid. Oh,
Yeah, that's like quite a lot of spice in there.
we're having spicy bannock here this morning for Christmas.
So,
Sorry.
so
How much would you put in?
you just put a couple of spoons just to make them like have a Christmas flavor into it. But that's
I
cool.
got totally carried away.
That's
Should I
okay.
put all the raisins in too?
No, so you just put some raisins. I mean, it's depending on us how much do we want to use. You
Okay.
can just put some raisins in, and then once it stops, it's all good. And,
Chef, you should come cook at my house. This is pretty much how things roll. Okay,
so that's ready to go right now. That's it. That's all we have to do. That's nothing more we need to do.
Easy
so
breezy.
once you see everything is mixed in there, you can just take it out, and then we just tap it into a dough.
Okay.
Like a flat dough.
Now, is this basically like a pancake?
No, this is more like a scone.
Oh, it's like a
more like a
scone.
scone.
Okay.
The Scottish version, you need to have really nice and color, like that dark color.
Fantastic.
It seems to be like it's burnt, but it's not. When you try it, you'll see the richest flavor of that. And
Okay.
then all we're going to do is like add little bit more butter to sear
Yeah.
it, and then it's pretty good.
And we are out of time, but there it is, the Christmas panic. I can't believe you picked up that pan. That's really hot. That's a true chef right there, Tara.
There you go.